They know it's Alex from Hoppos. Custom work come from Hoppos. I'm Rob Taylor 504. For anybody that gotta know, Alex stay with fresh content and he keep it coming like a slideshow.
Good morning, guys. How are you? Alex here from Hoppos with another video for you guys. Well, we're back from a long weekend, and well, I just gotta say, for everybody that reached out, send me DMs, send me messages, text me, called, appreciate all you guys. Appreciate all the birthday wishes. Now I'm gonna tell you something. If I haven't responded to you, don't get butthurt, because I literally came Friday night. I shut off my phone. I set the video to load on YouTube, shut my phone off, and I said, what I want for my birthday is silence. I don't mean that in a bad way, of course. I mean that as I want to spend time with my family. I wanted to relax. Life for me as a YouTuber, as running all the social media pages and doing all the shop stuff, it's very hectic, and phone does not stop going off. It's very rough on family time. So as you guys know, I normally set my phone down at 5:30, 6 when I get home. Sometimes, you know, I'll grab my phone and send a message back and stuff like that. But normally I just shut down, and I don't want to have to worry about my phone when I'm technically not working. And I know a lot of you guys get it, and I know a lot of you guys don't get it. But those that you guys respect it, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But I wanted for my birthday, I just wanted to shut down. I wanted to relax. I wanted to unplug. And I want to take it back old school. We kind of went and did some old school camping like we used to when I was kids. Straight tent, you know, middle, I don't want to say middle of nowhere, but we went up towards Santa Barbara, and we had a good time up there. But I shut my phone off, and it was great. That also means that I missed Friday here. And if you guys kind of see behind me here, it looks like a whole bunch of new tools showed up. That's right, a whole bunch of new tools showed up. And remember I told you guys we got the manual mill from Raul? Well, Raul said, take it all. He literally gave us a vertical bandsaw, 2 more little mini lathes, some chop saws, some, you know, grinding stuff, a few little vices. I saw a few anvils down here, and 2 toolboxes worth of stuff, and a couple of work carts and stuff like that. Now this little guy right here, a little mini lathe, I mean, it's a Harbor Freight one, but honestly, if you need to get a job done and it's that small, this thing will probably work great. This one right here, this one's probably around the same age as our other ones, probably 80, 90 years old. And I mean, it does not look like it's in bad shape. Everything functions, it moves. You can tell it's been taken care of. It's not super dirty. So that's pretty amazing for us to get all this stuff. I told you guys that we got all this stuff because we helped the guy out. It's amazing. Again, one little small gesture, one little small thing, you just never know what it's going to lead to. It could be something positive in someone's life, and you know, you just don't know. You know, it's always good. I always live by that rule growing up. You know, treat others like the way you want to be treated, right? You know, everyone learned that in junior high, elementary school, as a kid. And the problem is a lot of us forgot that. You know, if you don't want to get treated like shit, don't treat them like shit. Be good people. And that's what the world is lacking. So this right here is a prime example. Raul, thank you, brother. Thank you. Amazing person. In other words, I need to get back to work because I got a lot of catching up to do because I missed a day. And yeah, see you guys in a little bit. Well, guys, the relaxation didn't last very long. We're back on this bozo van. We're on the final stages of it right now. We're buttoning up on the driver's side front, which is our passenger side over here in America. Let me show you guys what's going on over here. This side all buttoned up. Everything's all in place. Right now we're trying to figure out routing of hoses. We got temporary zips up here right now, just because we know that obviously this is going to go up and down here. So we're going to have to see how this is going to travel under pressure. Then we come in and actually clamp over here in the corners. We're having to run everything on the bottom side of this right here. Then we're going to come in, and most likely we're going to be bulkheading on this corner in this inner fender well. The way we're doing this isn't like your traditional lowrider way we would do it, and the only reason really that we're having to do it this way is because the flooring is like 3/4 inch plywood, plus they got runner strips of wood underneath it, and then the sheet metal with the ribs. So we have about 2 inches of like void that we don't have bulkheads long enough. So the only spot that's exposed sheet metal is this inner fender well right there. So we're having a bulkhead right there, and then we're going to be running our lines in a hard line through this side over here. all this is going to be covered for SEMA. They're going to build a little bar or something like that, he said. So as far as the setup, all this is extra wiring that he had in here for lighting and stuff that we just kind of toss off to the side. So this red cable is not ours. We're actually running everything hidden underneath the stand. That way when you sit and you look on this side, you don't see any exposed wires. So we tucked everything. Everything right now is actually already fully wired up. Dumps are wired. Switches are wired, which are right over there. Then right here we have, you know, all the stand and everything else done. Dumps, power to the motors, that's all taken care of. As far as all the batteries are all tucked away back here. We have solenoids back here, batteries back here. It's a little compartment that he has, so it made it fairly nice to tuck everything in the back. We put them dead center just to keep the weight distributed evenly. There we go, that's back in. So once all these teats go back into place, none of this wiring will be seen, batteries won't be seen. So Vic's making up some of the last of the hoses right now. He's getting everything measured out. He got called away to the front right now because he got customers walking in, but our goal is to finish this guy up today. And we're looking pretty good so far, just depending on how crazy the front gets, but we should be right there. We're on that final stretch right now, so we gotta toss some oil in here, gotta get everything primed up, check for leaks, and just kind of go from there. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm actually gonna hit this hard line, because I did the hard line but I didn't add any of the copper seals in there. So I'm gonna do some of the copper seals. We do that just for extra insurance. So we're gonna do that real quick, get those all snugged up because those are still loose, and then from there we're pretty much done. I say that now until I go, oh yeah, we gotta do that. Oh, let's check the wire on. Let's just make sure this is good. I'm really picky on the way I wire stuff, so we're having to come in and just kind of just hide it as best as we can because everything's pretty exposed here. And the way we ran the pumps over there, and then the batteries over here, we have a lot of wiring that's traveling back and forth, so we're having to hide it the best we can, and that's kind of hard. So here we go, guys. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. It's a great day. Let's have some fun, guys. Let's do it. I'm trying to motivate myself while I motivate you guys as well. Prepping with getting the car ready. We got our Optima battery charger here. This one is one of my favorite chargers for the vehicles. Here you can see that we're putting out 14.3 DC volts, and we got 4.8 amps going into it. The battery's reading right about 75% right now. I like to do this just so before we started, because I've had the battery disconnected for a while now, so get this guy charged back up. So this Optima charger is great for maintaining vehicles and also you know, getting it going. Also, what's also made my life a lot easier was our Makita vacuum coming in, and you know, we had a lot of heat shrink, you know, snippings, a lot of little wire snippings like this. So coming in and vacuuming all those up made it a lot easier because we have a lot more real estate in this area here. So having this is definitely a game changer. It makes life a lot easier. Vic's still working on the bottom side right now. Right now we're working inside, getting the last of the tubing done. So we're running out the main pressures this way. So that side's completed. This side I gotta work on right now. The issue is I'm running out of space for a hard line here. I mean, obviously I need this whole length of the vehicle, so I didn't want to keep getting in and out of the van. So thank God for a nice sliding window, so I can run the tubing outside and cut off what I need. You know, get at me for more van hacks. She's on the floor, guys. She finally made it. I don't know if I got a bigger smile or the owner's gonna have a bigger smile, Mike. I'm very happy. It's look it. So next step here, we just gotta do a final check, make sure the sides are hitting correctly, make sure the wiring is all done correctly, make sure once we leave it on pressure, make sure there's no leaks popping through. We've already gone through, checked everything's looking good, but I wanna make sure we're really, really good. So I'm gonna take this guy around, get a good test drive on it, make sure it's functioning good, steering good, make sure we got no weird sways or nothing like that. And then from there, we're gonna get this guy washed up, and then you guys are gonna see some nice clips of it. So thank you guys for always watching these guys, these videos. I never thought these videos would actually do what they're doing now, you know. I was talking to somebody earlier, and just kind of reminded me of why these videos originally started. And they originally started just because we had a customer that we had explained to over the phone. We probably spent a good, 45 to an hour on the phone with him, helping him try to figure out what was going on with his vehicle. And come to find out, he just wasn't an audio learner. Hearing it through the phone versus seeing something is completely different. So we went ahead and did a video for him on something, just trying to make it as easy as possible by explaining exactly what we explained to him on the phone, but also get an audio or a video of it as well. So by doing that, that's how the YouTube kind of started, kind of just progressed from there. And then you guys asked to see more, you guys want to see more daily live content, and just stuff that we do every day around the shop. And that's where we are present day. So thank you guys for all that. So let us get some hours in on this, get it cleaned up, get it all washed up. I'll bring you guys back in as soon as we get it all cleaned up and finished. See you guys in a bit.
Rob Tell on the track. Hop in the whip and I hit these switches. See that chrome suspension. Look at the car, you know who did it. I don't have to mention. They know it's Alex from Hoppos. Custom work come from Hoppos. I'm Rob Teller 504. For anybody that gotta know, Alex stay with fresh content and he keep it coming like a slideshow. Never cut corners far as I know, but he cut metal with his eyes closed. Control arms, reinforced frames, still killing the game. You see the gun smoke from impalers with the X-frame, doing tricks like it came from the X game. Everybody gotta tune in for the next.
Well guys, it don't get much lower than that, I'll tell you that. Super excited, super stoked and pumped. Look how good this thing looks laid out. And we're done. SEMA project number 1 is done. Getting word already that they're gonna be picking this one up. But there's gonna be another one coming right after this one. So don't got much room to breathe, eat, or sleep. But what we do is fun, right? But I'm super excited, guys. I hope Mike freaking absolutely loves this thing. I had a blast. I test drove it around the complex here, and it actually rode pretty good. I was a little worried because the coils are going to be a little bit smaller in the front, just because we were so limited. But overall, from what I first drove this thing to now, there's actually a big difference. You got to find that sweet spot in it, just like all hydraulic and air suspension. But this thing's pretty dialed in now. We're going to go through and do one final wipe up. We already kind of cleaned everything up, cleaned all the tires up. I'm gonna make sure that I got no leaks, leave it up on pressure for a few hours, and then give Mike a call. Like directly underneath you.